Welcome back, guys, to Sea of Stars, where last episode we completed the ritual to allow us to breathe underwater by imbuing the chosen seashell with magic within the sacred grove, returning to Lake Docarria to dive into the populated town below. After a game of wheels, we found a place to trade in our rainbow conches for a myriad of rewards, and now continue a quest for an old man before continuing down the story path. Alright, so let's find these hide-and-seeking kids. Us Docarria have a particular relationship with water, which our sensitive skin feels is very enveloping. Keeps us calm and composed. If we spend too much time outside of a body of water, we are compelled by anxiety to find that comfort again. Each of us have their own threshold, some preferring to remain in their inner chambers at all times. You're welcome to visit them by using the water vortexes, even though they are often forgotten, the more sensitive types have as much need for connection as anyone. Hey, who are you? We're here on behalf of your grandpa. Oh, so we sent you. Yes. About time. It's getting bored. Well, I win. One kid. I had a sapphire ingot for a little bit more money, so I didn't have to sell that stuff that I did sell. We have a treasure hunting parrot. Finally a sensor that tells me I'm an idiot and I missed something. The fact that we can also use it on places far afield is amazing. I don't have to be in the area. That's very handy. Right, we have to go to other hidden chambers, of course. Maybe stuff we've been to before, because it might have only activated now. So, I mean, there was a kid originally in here anyway that's been gotten rid of. Not hide-and-seeking inside a wardrobe, then. Can I go left of here? And I can see that I can go deeper. Are you one of the kids playing on the seat? Ah, you won't catch me! I literally just did. Multiple times. Does that mean there's hidden chamber for this place as well? There is. It's not currently active. I came in to see the pirates, and you're not one of the kids I want. Right, excuse me. Oh, this kid's not even hiding. Hello. Hey, your grandpa sent us to find you. He gives up. Oh, he's getting more and more tired every day. That's no fun. Guess I win. Two kids. And there's the third kid. Go away. You're ruining my hiding spot. Hey, your grandpa asked us to find you. Really? But I wanted to play with him. I think you got a little too good at hiding. He gives up. I'm the best. Just saw that chest as I walked out again and was like, oh. Have I claimed it? You have my thanks. I do love my little fellas, but they can be quite a strain on these old knees. Here for your troubles. I suggest you turn these in to our local entrepreneur. She carries quite the inventory. Someone asks you to do something, do it. Best of luck in your travels. And that's how we get rainbow conches, correct? Right, to the actual temple. This is our temple, where the Oracle of Tides communes with the waters of the world to keep us informed of important events. We knew you were coming, of course. Feel free to enter. While some of us can wield a trident with relative efficiency, we are not a tribe of warriors, or rather not anymore. As foreseen, a new generation of Solstice Warriors has come to seek guidance. The ties never lie. I am the Oracle of Tides, one of the Free Seers. Welcome.
Thank you for seeing us, Oracle. We are looking for a way onto Mesa Island.
Straight to the point, I see. The monster you were hunting has put to shame a sizable force of your order in the past, and now it seems only the two of you remain. So you would venture into the Fleshmancer's old castle?
Yes, whatever it takes.
Well, I suppose we should make this a serious audience. Allow me a moment to commune with the waters and see what the flow of time is willing to reveal.
We're in a hurry. Dweller of Strife could wake at any moment. Can you get us onto Mesa Island or not?
One who does not belong here is eager to speak, I see. It is not the place of a seer to offer direct help, but rather to provide insight. May I assume it is understood that there will be no prophecy for you, foreign child?
Yes, of course.
Very well, then. Warrior Cook, step forward.
Hey, that's exactly...
Step forward. There is a great deed you might be capable of, but it will only be revealed to you once it is too late to act on it.
Okay, sure.
When that moment comes, demand a flask of borrowed time.
Flask of borrowed time. Got it. Thanks.
Children of the Solstice, step forward. Hold still. Very interesting. But the order of these events, a real shame. You have been upfront with me, so I shall do the same. But first, some closure. Seeing you now as I have seen you in my dreams, I know that the watch of the Docarria oracles is at an end. At long last, the ones we have been expecting for centuries have come. This waterfall is the gateway to our world's greatest mystery, one that is yours to unveil. The Tower of Antsudlo. An enigmatic structure concealing a door that has remained firmly shut since time immemorial, waiting for two children of the solstice with a slim but very real chance of altering fate. Waiting for you.
Right on. I always knew Zale and Valera was special.
There is one other thing of which I am certain. Of all the possible outcomes, there is not a single one where you defeat the Dweller of Strife in battle.
But there must be a way. Didn't you just say we might be able to alter fate?
I do not make the rules, my child. You have had plenty of time to stare at the night inside of you. Your potential is immense, but you will not be prepared in time for the big confrontation. Regardless of what happens in that tower, there is no possible outcome where you defeat the Dweller of Strife.
We have to fight.
And fight you will, but victory will not be yours. And you, Lunar Monk, with but a simple spark, you could have been the one to create paths on water and mend the connection at long last. So close and yet so far. But alas, it appears the problem begets the solution.
We're still going to try. Isn't there anything you could do to help?
It is not within my power to help you make it onto Mesa Island.
Is a solution in that tower you mentioned?
Whatever fate is in store for you, all I know for certain is your next step is beyond this waterfall. Mysterious Tower of Antsudlo awaits. Survive its trials and discover the secret that has been waiting for you all along. Godspeed, Solstice Warriors. I guess I'll head on through. What a confusing time. You will definitely lose. No, you're definitely gonna lose. No, you're really going to lose. Is that bad? I mean, assumedly. And the other stuff mentioned that we're not going to do now? Well, here's something that's not active. Maybe. Something to place in here. Pretty sure I saw a shark then. Are you enemies? School of Fish's friends. Let me put a sapphire key in here. And find that there are indeed enemies. The schools of fish are foes. Sharks and all. What a name. Not weak to fire. Wait, you turned into an axe? I got very confused about when you were going to actually attack. You've changed into a different shape now. What's that supposed to mean? I feel like I shouldn't attack you. You're a shield. You still take damage though. That timing. Who's that Pokemon? It's Shark Edge. What do you have against Carl? I finished the job and we're like one battle from a level. It didn't really go all that well. Well, look out for rainbow conches or any other chests now. Ah, the hell? They're coming straight for me. Well, I don't have anything fiery to hit you with. The best I can do is some poison here. Clone. Oh, that's problematic. It's me. I didn't even seem to take more damage from that going down. So these guys are going to clone us. To make an array of new foes. Ultimate, please. Well, that's a big fail. Feel like I should kill clone me. Physical really isn't doing much to this one. Ah, double poison. I have the way to block that. Means you're just gonna clone someone again, aren't you? Yep. Me, specifically. So high on that time. I was hoping you'd be weak against that, really. These 2 combo means I can heal up. May as well do it now. I'll say I'd be betrayed, but it actually works out fine. So, I'll level up. Hopefully gets us some more HP at this point, I don't know. He's incredibly low stats in any actual active thing. Because he keeps going for health. I've got attacks that hit me for 90 something. And I can get other stats via gear. I know that they'll be relatively good. Just the capability to tank some more hits is what I want the most. Oh, so we can't even go in here? Coral Hammer can hit this bell, however. That should open it up. Oh, I need to hit 2 different things. At least it wasn't far away. A sapphire ore is obtained. And the second bell rung. An airlock of sorts then? I don't rightly know. I don't think making camp in this water would be a great idea. So much of it. Let's have a little foray within Antsudlo. To find new foes awaiting, the Goo-Goons, along with our shrimp knights now. I realised, oh, they're immune to... Oh, they're either immune to fire, or spells, or... This is interesting. They only have 12 health. What's that about? Only living mana can get them, maybe? Felt like a negative hit to me. It's gotta be something along those lines. Normal physical attacks do the job. Living mana only does a little bit more. It's physical or go home. That's disconcerting as I continue to be beaten down. Get the heals, alright. Do. Please finish one. You really do a normal attack, really. We'll get a double combo up shortly. So we will be able to heal up if needed. Don't worry, that was all planned. If I didn't hit the double attack, I could get the combo 2 heal. And be in a good position for the further fighting. I don't think Living Mana actually helped the damage at all. 2,000 experience for a pack. What are we looking at here? Okay. We have a green gemstone and a blue gemstone that needs to go down with a red gemstone already placed. Lower water passages with spikes blocking the way. This is for me to climb up, but I'm assuming I can't reach this switch. That's the door. And some enemies just walked in. Yeah, some guards are now guarding. Apart from that, we took a yellow something. Ooh, no one's actually trying to do anything against me. That's nice. No one's trying to clone me. Joy of joys. Oh, I am getting Bosch in the face a lot. Now, does that mean there's something to find under here? Considering they walked through it? Seemingly not, just one food-based item. I shuttle this airlock along and see that I can place a yellow quill in a green slot. Oh, that was where it's supposed to go, supposedly. I've made some water happen. No clue what that's about. Right, so I can get a red pill easily, seemingly. Can't fall down using the ladder. That was interesting. Okay, so the red pill needs to go in here. Pink pill, sorry. I don't know about Mew, but that looks a bit more red than pink to me. Now that we can swim on through, what does that actually do for us? It'll be a fight to find out. Hey, Garnoy behind us, ready to go at it. They were both close, but they seemed kind of equidistant, didn't they? Moon Sword. I think I can hit into that. But only with Solstice Strike. Oh, if I hit the thing, I probably would have KO'd it. We can get it on the next swipe. So the entire reason I did that is to flip this switch to then be able to get the pink pearl from a later receptacle. Bring it back into the center room. Thanks to the short ladders. It is a tower, so when you think about it, we have to go up. And that is the elevator set up for a big jet upwards by the look of things. But we will back out because I think that is where we will end our session at this point in time. But we do have some stories to read if we can set up camp in the water. It's going to be nice to watch people just lounging around in it, but I guess we're just wet anyway, so what's the difference, right? Any guesses on what we'll find up on that tower? No clue. I would say the activation of that Mr. Chucker guy that's out there. Felt like a big deal to be allowed through the waterfall in the Oracle's room. Whatever we find in that tower, I've got your back. Always knew you two were special, but a big mysterious tower built just for you is something else. You really did follow us into the haunted place, didn't you? Oh, you found a new artifact. Let's see here. 2. A new story unlocked, the Nomads of the Seas. And the Vampire Rose. Let's read 1 now, and 1 to start things off next time. The Vampire Rose is a lot earlier on. The Nomads of the Sea is probably more related to here, after all. What's the Vampire Rose about? There once was a botanist who attempted to trick Death by growing a rose so pretty she couldn't bear to reap it. Smitten, Death spiraled into confusion as she appreciated the beauty of life for the very first time. Whether her next action was fueled by jealous rage or opportunistic guile, no one really knows. Using wicked magic, she turned the flower into something even more beautiful, but very cursed indeed. Ah! The Vampire Rose. A thing of beckoning beauty, compelling all who lay eyes upon it to willingly take part in their own corruption. Wasn't that plant we saw then? Rumors of the magical rose reached all corners of the world, carrying a simple promise. A promise few could resist. Eternal life provided they could take it. Despite the elation offered by the initial touch, the price became apparent all too quickly. For every second spent holding the Vampire Rose, a year would be added to one's lifespan. But for every borrowed year, a form would grow on one of their bones. Stories say, of all the people to touch the Vampire Rose, most realize their mistake instantly. Having extended their lives by but a single year, they release their grip and live on, only with a very painful reminder left in their every move. But there were others unable to stop themselves, became what few would describe as human, or even alive. Though it is unclear whether the Vampire Rose yet exists, everyone agrees on one thing. It appears that in the end, Death always gets the last laugh in the faces of those foolish enough to try and cheat her. The end. Interesting. So what you're saying is there... Oh, the thorns on their bones. There could be some incredibly gnarly people that live forever that we see. Do you know what? I'm going to read the second story too. It's a true bedtime with Olizandri story time. It was like a dream. No one believed it at first that their seemingly eternal journey could finally be over. Why then, with the current Oracle of Tides being so young, who could confirm the long-awaited discovery? But in their heart of hearts they knew, before them, appearing even more vividly than in their visions, stood the Tower of Antsudlo. And so it was that the nomads of the sea, who traversed abyssal plains since time immemorial, would settle at long last. Having reached their promised land, they started building next to the tower. Docarria village, generations would come and go, each following the guidance of their respective Oracle of Tides. Since that day, they had been the guardians of Antsudlo, waiting for those destined to open its gates. In this new era, memories of their nomadic days live on in classic tales, retelling the deeds of great explorers and formidable warriors. Most popular by far is the Battle of Fate's Guyut, a story with so many versions it may very well be just a myth. To the best of their abilities, historians have pieced together hints from various retellings of the battle, some even dedicating their lives to the subject. It is generally accepted as fact that the Docarria almost went extinct while crossing the territory of a gigantic sea slug. What happened next is a matter of much debate, depending on the interpretation of key passages and the credibility of certain sources. Some claim that the Battle of Fate's Guyut never happened, dismissing it as a fabrication meant to scare off would-be pillagers of ancient Docarria treasure. This theory is mostly seen as a stretch, however, given that such looters' inability to breathe underwater would already be deterrent enough. Some historians say that the giant sea slug was defeated when the Docarria made their last stand on a flat-topped seamount, giving the story its title. For others, the scriptures about sunken ruins are simply too consistent to be ignored. According to this version of events, the nomads sealed the monsters away when they realized they couldn't defeat it. The key was then split into 3 equal parts, each waiting somewhere in the deep blue for future heroes brave enough to rid the world of this threat. The end. Wow, is that a future boss? Yes, we'll find out next session on Sea of Stars. With this session bring with it traitorous things, another dweller, one that we supposedly cannot defeat. We find a way to Mesa Island next time. Well, after clearing out this maybe. We'll see you then for more. Bye-bye.